welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with the summer transfer move to Arsenal. I'm on the walk again. I'm trying to keep practicing for the big walk that I'm doing. If you don't know what it is already, it's Walk for Prostate Cancer UK. Just before the start of the season, I'm going to be walking around all the Premier League grounds in London, starting off Crystal Palace, starting off at West Ham in Stratford, then to Crystal Palace, then on to Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur's ground at Wembley, new ground, and then finishing up at the home of football, the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal Football Club. Now, just before I get into the transfers, I've got to say I was very impressed yesterday by the performance of Arsenal in the Emirates Cup. I know it's only a friendly, I know you can't get carried away, but there's some very good football played there yesterday. Standout players for me, Kolasinac, the new signing, looked brilliant yesterday. Reece Nelson, the youngster, like a new signing. We like to use that saying, but he looks superb, and that's not just a one-off. He's looked good all pre-season. Really, really top prospect, him. Giroud, I thought, played really well as well. Walcott had a good game, so, you know, maybe the thought of players coming in is making some of these players really work hard and really put it in. But yeah, that was a very good performance today, and looking forward to today's game against Sevilla in the Emirates Cup. But listen, we all want to know who's coming in. Now, Thomas Lemar. This is starting to remind me of Benzema a couple of seasons ago. Every day it's Lemar, Lemar, Lemar. But what's happening now? It's really interesting that Arsene Wenger asked about it yesterday. Didn't really want to get into too much details about it. He was sort of like saying that, listen, I'm not going to talk about transfers. Now, if the deal was dead, I think we've seen with Wenger in the past, he would have just come out and said, listen, the deal is not happening. We are not signing Thomas Lemar. But he didn't come out and say that. There's a journalist, Emmanuel Giannini. I've said this before on the programme, so let's not get carried away with this. He's not very reliable, not the most reliable. Does come out with a lot of transfer rumours that don't come to fruition. But he claims that it's done. It's definitely going to happen. That, you know, it's just negotiations going on at the moment. And as I said, the fact that Wenger hasn't come out and said, listen, it's not happening, which he's been known to do in the past if he's tried to go in for a player and they've said no, who knows what's going to happen with this one. It certainly does seem to me like negotiations are still ongoing with this one, and it's not sewn up yet either way. Alexis Sanchez, again, every single day, Alexis Sanchez, I'm getting fed up with it. Chatting to some fans yesterday, there were some fans that were saying, you know what, just let him leave. I've had enough of him. Other fans saying, listen, backing Wenger, even DT saying, I back Wenger on this one, let's keep him. If we're supposed to be a big club, we've got to keep hold of these sort of players. So, what's going to happen with Alexis Sanchez? There's rumours that he's going to hand in a transfer request when he returns back to Arsenal next week Tuesday, which Arsene Wenger confirmed yesterday. He's coming back next week Tuesday. So, will he hand in a transfer request? I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that he could stay for another year. It's really interesting as well. I was reading up some stuff yesterday about Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain, two of the clubs that are really interested in signing him. And both of those clubs have got problems with FFP, you know what I mean? They're both, at the moment, you know, under scrutiny because of the amount of money, first of all, that Man City have already spent, and the amount of money that PSG potentially will spend if they get Neymar. So that could affect it, I don't know. My gut feeling is that Arsenal are going to keep him and that he will stay maybe for another year, but then move on. But the rumours continue today, and they will not stop until we get something concrete about it, you know? And if he hands in a transfer request, how will that go down with the fans? It wouldn't go down very good at all, I can tell you that right now. But let's see what happens with that one. Who is Jakub Jankto? Now, we've been linked with this kid. Jakub Jankto is a midfield player, plays for Udinese. Well, I'm walking in some real bushes here. Plays for Udinese. Now, he's a midfield player. I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now, because I don't like to try and pretend like I know a player when I don't know a player. I don't really know anything about this guy. Anything. I mean, I don't know if you guys know anything about Jakub Jankto, but apparently, oh, it's a bit windy here, apparently Arsenal are very interested in signing Jakub Jankto, and that's according to his agent. Now, we've heard agents before come out with stuff like this, and just because an agent says that the club are very interested in signing him doesn't really mean that that's going to happen. But Jakub Jankto of Udinese, youngster, only 21, being linked with Arsenal today. Could it be a move that Arsenal will make? Arsene Wenger saying that he's looking to bring in 2 more players. Are they looking at alternatives if they can't get the deal for Thomas Lemar done? Again, who knows? At the moment, transfer stuff still ongoing when it comes to these sort of players. And finally, Lucas Perez. He can feel really hard done by, as I've said before on the show. But Lucas Perez being linked again today with a move to Deportivo La Coruña. He's also been linked today with Newcastle United, but he's definitely going to be on his way out. It's going to be quite a lot of Arsenal players on their way out. We saw in the Emirates Cup that guys like Kieran Gibbs, you know, they haven't even featured in it. And for me, that's a telltale sign that those guys are going to be moving on. But Lucas Perez looks to be like one of the players that Arsenal are definitely going to cash in on. So listen, those are the transfer rumours. Don't forget, later on we'll be down at the Emirates. So if you're down there, come along and have a chat. We'll be doing a few videos after the game as well, getting in the mood. Yeah, it was great to be back at the Emirates yesterday. And yeah, let's see what happens with Arsenal. Don't forget, by the way, if you want to sponsor me on my walk, the link is in the description below. Thank you. Already over 1,000 people have, over £1,000 raised already in just a couple of days. It's been amazing. Keep it coming in. Doesn't matter how small your donation is. It's really appreciated. I am going to make this walk. I am going to keep practicing. Thanks for watching the show today.